Hi, this is Beth Sinclair. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Michigan, and I want to show you something kind of cool here. This is True Blue Floral. This special paper is only $5, and it's 12 sheets, and they're double slated, and they're beautiful. And this is something you can buy when you spend $75 in my store, and it'll prompt you when you get to 75, and then you can click the button, you'll see the number for it. So, if you're interested in doing this, I just want to give you a couple card ideas for it. One of them I did take from the actual thing on the computer, but I changed it a little, and the other one I kind of made up. It was sort of something similar to something I saw, and then I put my own little spin on it. It's kind of what I do. So I'm just showing you the paper as I'm talking. There's three main colors in here. The three main colors is balmy blue, night and navy, and white. So you don't have a whole lot of different color card bases that you need to get prepared if you want to do a bunch of cards with this, that's for sure. And I don't know, blue's my favorite color, so I was very drawn to this. And this. And you can fussy cut these flowers too. I hadn't done that in any of my designs. And I did steal a little something from some of the dies that we had earlier in the year that may or may not be available, but if you're with us, you might have them in your stash. So I figured it was safe because I found something that looked like one of the designs. All right, so first I'll show you the one that I kind of copied. Oops, where is it? Right here. It's a man's card, basically. Because to me, it's a guy's shirt. And I'm not putting any kind of sentiment on there because, honestly, if you could put like a little happy birthday right here, or you can put Happy Father's Day along the bottom. You can do, whatever with it. But this was actually pretty simple. And I'm going to show you how I did that. Besides, this print it just reminds me of a guy's shirt. It does, but it's cool because it's not really flowers. It's like a design. Okay, my card base is a basic card base, and this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I got this one. It could go all the way to the edge. I didn't. I left a little border around it because it is a card. It's not a shirt, right? I just did it that way. So I'm just going to basically put this down. Which glue I want. The other one I think is really interesting too. All right, well, maybe not. Sometimes I envy people that just put it on there and it's all perfect. I can't do that. All right, now I've got two little pieces. Here, I'm going to move the paper because we don't need that there. I've got two little pieces that are 3 by 4, and I rounded off the corners on two of them, on one side on both. And I'm going to put them here and here for the collar. Then I've got a long strip. This is also 3 inches by, oh boy, what is this? A 1/4 inch? Where's my ruler? Oh, it's a millimeter. No. Yeah, well, yeah, it's about a 1/2 inch, maybe a little more. Kind of like between, no, it's a 1/2 inch. It's a 1/2 inch. And this, I think, is 3. Yeah, it's 3. I try to keep 3 and 2 just so I remember. All right. But this one's got to go down first. And then you can put these down. I'm just going to kind of gauge where it is. And you're going to trim off the excess, so don't worry about the fact that that's hanging over there. And you just kind of cut it in the middle. That would work. And then I made a pocket. This one is, I think also 3. What did I just do with that ruler? This one is 1 1/4 by, oops, I can't do that. 2 1/4. And then I took a 1/2 inch. I just kind of scored it so I can fold it. And I'm actually going to put a little dab of glue on there because I don't want it open. I want it to look like a pocket. Probably needs more than a dab, huh? I want to make sure there's room right here. I want to be able to see the shirt on both sides of it, so I made it kind of narrow. All right, so first thing I want to glue down is the buttons. Let's see where I'm going to put it. About right there. I'm just eyeballing it. Looks relatively in the middle. Maybe just glue it down a little more. I want this to have that perfect little V up on top. That's what I'm going for. Okay. And they're not overlapping. They're just kind of touch like that. So I'm only going to put glue on the bottom half of this collar because I'm trimming the other part off. That way I'm less likely to get glue on my little scissors. And then this one. And this one I'm going to do. I'm leaving it kind of blank just in case, I want to put a little sentiment on it later. Probably stamped on a little tiny piece of white, so it'll stick. Almost done. It's pretty good. Before we do that, let me grab my gems. I wanted balmy blue. When I run any color like that, I run after the rainbow ones. They're 2 years old, but they're still in our store. And they've got balmy blue. I actually have a new one over here too, because I might need that for the little one. I didn't put it in here yet. They're kind of opaque, muted, sort of. That's the color. They're not sparkly. Oops. Which I think is a little bit more appropriate for a guy's card. So with the buttons. I could also put, well, no, I don't know. I could have put white. White would work too. Why am I doing, oh, I'm doing balmy blue because there's balmy blue on the paper. That's why I had to think for a sec. Come on. Get up here. Oh, scoop. There. And then one more. Oh, you just hopped onto my thing, didn't you? Oh, and then don't grab my nail. There we go. Making them kind of eyeballing it in a row. And then I put a little one on the pocket to go with, which I'm going to take from this one. Right in the middle. Okay. These They're going to go here, and I'll put them away later. At least I know where they are. Now we trim. Come on, scissors. All right. First, I'm going to trim. I definitely need to have the card open. For that part. And then close it for this part. And be careful not to cut the actual binding there, which I did not. I can see that being a goof. All right. And there we go. Here's this card. And I'd put a white inside. I just didn't cut any white right now. Now I'll show you my other one. This is a little more fancy. And I got flowers everywhere. I need those flowers. Okay, this is my card. It's very simple. It looks impressive the way I did the paper, I think, but it's very simple. And the little die cuts I got, the little flowers, the tiny flowers, it kind of mimic that. I think they're close enough, but those came from Impressions of Bloom. They have these real little ones in here. And then you probably recognize those. Those came from Linked Together. So it kind of looks like that. I think it's pretty good. All right, so first I've got the other half of that blue paper. So I've got another blue card base that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I grabbed a piece of light blue. Excuse me, balmy blue. That's going to go right on top of that. Because I need some other color to be peeking through is what I wanted. Okay, that one, ooh, almost. There. Okay, don't touch it. Then I've got these little pieces of paper. These measure 2 inches by 5 1/2. Yeah, you see, they would go, and they would match that. Pretty good. So what I did is I want this to be on the outside, so I'm going to flip it. And I want to take, all right, for this one, I'm going to flip this over. This corner has got to go to there. So I'm going to fold it and score it. And I'm not score it, but fold it. Yeah, well, and varnish it. Okay. Here you are. And then this one is going to go up the same way. Now, I don't want them flapping, so I'm gluing them down. Now, this one is going to go on here. Here's the tricky part. You have to do the exact opposite to this one. So it's going to go this corner to that and this corner to that. There we go. So this will go here. So I'm going to glue this down. By the way, anybody of you that, watch me regularly, if you're family and friends, you know what's going on. If you're not, just someone that watches, I'm just letting you know I'm having knee surgery on the 22nd of this month, which is like really, really soon. And I don't have a whole lot of videos lined up because I've just been too busy trying to get things ready for the surgery because I'm going to be a little incapacitated for a bit. In fact, I don't think I'm going to get my craft done very well because it's not a straight shot, it's a curve. It's uncharted territory for me to do all this. So, but I'll be all brand new, I'm sure, eventually. So if I seem like you're not seeing any videos from me for a little bit, don't worry, I'll be back. I don't know how creative I'm going to be, what creative mood I'm going to have either. I mean, I have a couple videos, but not as many as I really wanted to for this. It came about me kind of quickly. Just so you know, don't think I've totally given up doing videos. I may just be in a little bit of a break. I'm taking a medical leave of absence, maybe. But then again, who knows? Maybe I will feel fine and I'll be able to do these. We'll see. Now, I've got, I want this because I want to see them well because they're blue. I cut the flowers out in balmy blue, just like on the paper, and the leaf or the vine here is in navy. And although I glued it, I kind of tucked this one under like that. And I wanted these to pop, but when I put dimensionals on them, they look kind of funny. I didn't like the way that looked. So oops. Dab a little glue on there. And then I have room for 3 flowers. Which is nice because that little die cut out 6 of them. Well, 3 each. There's 2 of them. So it's just the right amount for what I'm doing. Oh, and this one's gonna kind of, Now, if they don't like touch really well, some of these, if you look at the paper, they don't either. There. There's 3 of them. Now here's this one. Okay. Jeez. Oh, come here. All right. There. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I got all three. Minute, I thought I was missing one. And then I'm going to show you a real easy way of getting a sentiment on the middle of this. Something that I think is currently not available, but it is coming back. And it is the, oh boy, what are they called? Greetings for All. Mix and match. It's this. That's where I got the happy birthday from. I could make it happy birthday as well. Or I could do best wishes, but that's kind of small. You can do thinking of you. That one works pretty good. Yeah, I like that. You can do that. Congratulations. That would work nice too. Or thankful for you. I could do a thanks. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do thank you. A big thanks. So many choices. See, I like that one. I got Happy Easter in here. Congratulations. Happy Christmas. And it comes in white. And they've got Merry Christmas up there. And then we've got black. To the grad. And then another white one. With Happy Mother's Day. Happy Father's Day. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Talk about quick and easy. And that looks like it was done with a die cut machine because of the shape. But this, whoops, I'm going to put dimensionals on. And maybe a couple rhinestones. I'm wondering, I should have navy blue somewhere in my life. I'm trying to think who had navy blue. I'm sure I have one of my retired one, but I don't want to go there if I have to. This one didn't get rhinestones. Well, this one, I had the buttons, but that one didn't get rhinestones either. So let's just take a peek, see if I have. Night of Navy. There we go. These are in clearance rack. They're the Charming Day ones. I think they're getting rid of the Charming Day because it's a rubber stamp. Because they're trying to no longer do rubber stamps. Should be an easier way of doing this for me. Just to grab it from the bottom. They dance on me. Alright, put that there. Oh, these are nice to see. Oh, they sparkle. I like the sparkling. Okay. I'll do that there. I'm going to put a big one up on top where I see like an open area. I'll go right there. So there's that card. And then might as well spruce this one up a little bit, huh? I like to do them by the sentiment. I don't know why. That's just me. And up there. All right, so what you think of my card? I don't think it's hard. I think it's kind of easy. But there you go. Beautiful paper. Thank you for watching my video.